Dave Barry here, joined by Rivals National Recruiting Director Mike Farrell. Mike, the coaching hires in college football are in full swing. Right now, I want to ask you about your thoughts on Lane Kiffin being brought in to Ole Miss.
I think this is a really good hire. I like this hire a lot for Ole Miss, not just from entertainment purposes, because obviously Lane Kiffin's an extremely personable and entertaining person who's going to ruffle feathers in the SEC. I mean, we'll see if this is the new watered down version of Lane Kiffin, but I don't think it is. Um, but recruiting, I mean, this guy's recruited at USC, he's recruited at Alabama. He had a good recruiting class at Tennessee before he left there. He's worked with players like Amari Cooper and Derrick Henry and Reggie Bush and people like that, where he can sort of hang his hat when he goes into the living rooms and say, "Hey, I've dealt with all these guys. They're all in the NFL, or they went on to the NFL. They were all first rounders. I can help you do that." So I think it gives them a pretty good recruiting advantage in the state. Joe Moorhead does a good job at Mississippi State, but Lane Kiffin's personality and the way he's going to close on kids, I think is really going to be a huge advantage for Ole Miss.
Well, you mentioned his former head coaching stops at USC and Tennessee. How do you see this, or what needs to happen in this role for him to be successful here where he wasn't at those former stops?
Yeah, this is kind of interesting. This is Ed Orgeron in reverse. Ed Orgeron didn't have success at Ole Miss, then had success at USC, but didn't get the head coaching job, and now he's having success at LSU. Kiffin didn't have success at USC, but he was burdened by those recruiting violations in the NCAA. Really killed them in scholarships, but they were recruiting small classes loaded with 4 and 5 stars. Now, yeah, that's not that difficult at USC, although Clay Helton's not doing it. So, maybe it is harder than we think. Tennessee, he did a great job at Tennessee recruiting. I know nobody liked the way he left, but man, he was the talk of the town when he was hired in Knoxville and when we were going around. That was so long ago, though. It seems like years and years ago. I think he'll be more remembered as the offensive coordinator at Alabama, working under Nick Saban. His FAU days don't really do much for kids, but he's been around 4 and 5 stars a lot, and I think he's going to be able to help keep kids in state and maybe steal a few victories away. Now, will he have success on the field is a big question. This is the SEC West. That's why I say, this is sort of Ed Orgeron in reverse. Ed Orgeron's a great recruiter who didn't have success at Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin's a great recruiter. I don't know if he'll have success at Ole Miss. Time will tell. But I know from an entertainment and recruiting standpoint, he's going to be fun, and it's a terrific hire.
Yeah, it'll definitely make things interesting there at Ole Miss. For more information surrounding this hire, there's a lot of good content right now at rebelgrove.com.